big arms. We all want them, and for many of us, that's why we start going to the gym, to get those big biceps, to get those big triceps, to add inches where it matters. Because I would rather have 24-inch arms than a 24-inch. So when it comes to getting big arms, should we be training biceps and triceps on their own day? An arm day has helped me get 18-inch biceps. How big?
18 or just over.
Common for you, Hulk Hogan. Or should we be training them with another muscle group? Should we be training biceps with back? Should we be training triceps with shoulders? Through all my years in the gym, I've managed to develop 18-inch arms. I would honestly say a dedicated arm day has helped me get to this point, but an arm day isn't for everybody. So going into this video, I'm going to preface this by saying, if your current training split is helping you grow your chest, your back, your shoulders, your legs, but your arms are really lagging behind and you don't have a dedicated arm day, that might be something for you to consider. I've trained arms in loads of different ways over the years, but what I find about a specific arm day and how it's helped me growing 18-inch arms is it gives me the mental focus to just purely hammer the bicep, the tricep. It also gives me the actual energy to go into the gym and absolutely rip these muscles apart rather than just throwing them on to the end of another workout. For example, if you have small biceps and you're training biceps after back, the back movements, any rowing movements that you're doing, any pull down movements that you're doing, you're going to be pre-exhausting the bicep. You're going to be working on the bicep. So by the time you come to doing biceps, you're going to be a little bit weaker. Mentally, you're going to be a little bit fatigued. Maybe it's a little bit like, I'm just going to quickly rush through biceps because you've just spent 45 minutes or 50 minutes training back, and you might just kind of rush through biceps. By having an arm day dedicated to just the biceps, just the triceps, you were going into the gym fresh, you were going into the gym full of energy, and you know for the next hour, you can absolutely just give it your all on the biceps and the triceps, and they're going to get your full focus and your full attention. The biggest way that an arm day allowed me to develop, particularly, was the triceps. I've always had lagging arms, lagging shoulders compared to my chest, compared to my back, but in particular, the triceps is an area for me where they're just pretty small unless I'm flexing them. The triceps aren't too impressive. So I wanted to actively prioritize the triceps to try and bring my arms up, to try and make my arms better, to create a better, more rounded physique where it's not such a weak body part. By moving away from throwing triceps on the end of a shoulder workout or on the end of a back workout, which is typically when I used to do triceps, dedicating an arm day, starting off with tricep movements, allowed me to go into the gym with the focus on hammering the tricep, tearing it down, making this sumbitch my bitch. Bitch! This is a pure bodybuilding style mentality, but I'm a bodybuilder, and if you're watching this, you're probably an aspiring bodybuilder as well. So if we want to grow, we should train like bodybuilders. Push-pull legs don't have arm days in there, but push-pull legs aren't necessarily the best workouts for bodybuilders. For me, an arm day has helped my arms grow. It's helped me prioritise a lagging body part, and it's helped me live up to that name of the Jacked Stack Daddy. Let me tell you when you should not do an arm day. If you are a newbie into the gym with less than 1 year's experience, if you are super skinny, trying to put muscle mass on, I would avoid an arm day. My best advice would be focusing on a full body workout, maybe 3 days a week. As a newbie, you do not need to be dedicating a full workout to just hitting your biceps and your triceps. If you were making progress without an arm day, your arms are grown, you're happy with how they look, how they're developing, the size that you're adding, again, do not add an arm day into your workout. An arm day, I think, is best for those people who are not seeing the results that they want from their current workout, assuming that they're training right, the right volume, the right intensity, training hard, they're eating right. If you're ticking all those boxes and your arms still aren't grown, that is when you want to consider an arm day. What are the biggest pros of allocating a day of your workout split to arms? The best one, the biggest one, would be allowing you to go into the gym and feel fresh, feel focused, train in the most intense way possible to hit the arms most effectively, to cause that muscle damage, to break the muscle down, to then allow you to go home, to eat, to recover, to rest, so that those arms can grow. Another pro of an arm day, fucking pump that you get. There's nothing better than going to the gym, vest on, doing a few curls, doing a few tricep push downs, and getting a pump and just walking around the gym, doing a set, looking in the mirror, that mental dopamine hit.
It's as satisfying to me as coming is.
When you're in the gym, when you're looking in the mirror and you like what you're seeing, that is going to motivate you to keep going to the gym, to keep dieting, to keep doing what you're doing, to keep on progressing and getting results. It's vain, but that is exactly what bodybuilding is. So to feel good and look good on a weekly basis, if an arm day gives you that kind of mental hit for that, by all means do it. Another benefit of having an arm day is it's not going to be too taxing on your central nervous system. It's not going to be too taxing on the rest of your body. So if you just want to go in, get a good workout in, make progress on the specific muscle you're hitting without feeling absolutely foobar, then an arm day is something that's going to work for you. The last pro of an arm day for me is you get to focus on the muscle in addition to hitting them indirectly through pulling movements or through pressing movements. Let's say you train with a full bro split and you have a good back, shoulders, chest, legs, but your arms are underdeveloped. You might want to be hitting those arms twice a week. So by putting a dedicated arm day in, you can really focus on the arms, but then you can kind of hit the bicep or the tricep after another muscle group, stimulate them on that day, but then annihilate them on the arm day itself. Cons of an arm day. What's bad about getting a good arm pump? I don't see anything wrong with that. However, there are some cons of dedicating a full day to arms. For some people, adding an extra day might actually be a little bit too much volume. If you are getting sufficient growth from hitting biceps or triceps after another muscle group, then you don't need that arm day. You could actually be overtraining them by adding an arm day in, and that could actually stunt the growth of your arms. So remember, an arm day really is only for people who aren't seeing results with their arm development. Okay, so let's assume that you're not making gains with your current workout when it comes to arm development, and you are going to give an arm day, a dedicated day to your workout split. What should that workout look like? What's the different ways that you can train? There's a couple of them. And honestly, you want to probably experiment with them to see what works best for you. Some of the ways you can do this are through hitting all tricep exercises, then moving on to biceps. The tricep is the bigger part of the arm. So for me, it makes sense to hit the tricep first, especially for me when I find that my triceps are lagging compared to the biceps. On the flip side, you may have good triceps and you want to bring the biceps up. So what you might want to do there is go into the gym, train all the bicep movements first, then move on to training all of the tricep movements. You could alternate, so you could do a tricep exercise, then a bicep exercise, then a tricep exercise. One of my favorite ways to train arms is through supersets. Hitting a tricep exercise followed straight away by a bicep exercise, getting that superset in, doing 3-4 high volume sets of that, getting a mega pump. I love that style of training. I love the way it makes me feel. You might want to start your workout off with a superset, then move on to straight sets of tricep, straight sets of bicep, and then maybe finish off with a superset. There's honestly so many ways that you can break an arm day up, and if you would like to see an example of me doing an arm day, or if you would like me to go through some arm day workouts, please comment down below and I will make that video. One of my favorite arm day workouts though is definitely got to be that superset approach. I love hitting tricep pushdowns with a hammer curl, going for between 10-15 reps, getting a really good pump to start the workout off, then either moving on to direct tricep work followed by direct bicep work, not supersetting them, so going a tricep exercise, then a bicep exercise, then finishing off the workout with another superset, triceps, then biceps. 9 times out of 10, if I'm doing the superset approach, I will do triceps first before biceps, purely because my triceps are lagging compared to the biceps. If my biceps were lagging, I would prioritize that first. I always like to prioritize my lagging muscle groups over the muscle groups that are developing well, or even overdeveloped. If you would like me to run through some arm workouts in more detail, please let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe to see those videos. Check out this arm workout here. And until next time, keep clanging and banging.